Welcome to Dandadan. The first episode starts off with a 35-year-old man, Momo's boyfriend, telling her he wants to bump butts with her in a love hotel and make her pay for it, by the way. According to Google, Momo is like 15 years old and Japan's age of consent is 16, so, She tries to kick him in the face for disrespecting her name, but he just claps her and then breaks up with her and then makes her depressed like every other 15-year-old. And as she's sulking around, she looks into the classroom and sees that McLovin is getting bullied. So Momo sits down beside him and looks at the bullies like,
"Hey, who you know who I am, bro? Well, hell nah, man. Well, you finna find out.
On my mama, your ass out here with titties, boy. They caught your ass breastfeeding, underage, camels in the wild, your little nasty ass."
After dealing with the bullies, McLovin obviously falls in love with Momo immediately because a woman just talked to him for the first time in his entire life. So with a half chub in his pants and a head full with delusion, he mistakenly thinks that Momo wants to be friends with him, and then she basically tells him to kill himself. After roasting McLovin too hard, Momo feels a little bit bad and then apologizes and tells him she doesn't believe in aliens, but she does believe in ghosts. To which McLovin responds like this. After fighting, McLovin makes a bet to Momo that aliens are real, and Momo makes a bet to McLovin that ghosts are real, and this is where shit kicks off. So McLovin sends Momo to an abandoned hospital, and Momo sends McLovin to a haunted tunnel. They find themselves chopping shit up on the phone, and Momo tells McLovin about how people used to bully her because her gilf granny used to make her do this weird humiliation ritual thingy. And as she's having a heart-to-heart with McLovin sees some bloody footprints on the floor and turns around to see what any man 3 shots of vodka deep would gladly clap the cheeks of. Listen, bruh, I'm just saying that this granny has got to be at least like 500 years old, and what, you don't think a granny that's 500 years old doesn't know her way around some meat? She literally goes around asking to suck cock, bro. Come on. Look McLovin in his eyes and tell him turbogranny wouldn't give him the most incomprehensibly nasty blowjob of all time. She tries to suck his meat, but McLovin runs away. We then cut back to Momo, and as she's about to run to the tunnel to try and save McLovin, the lights cut off and Momo turns around and sees, "Hey, you over there! Who are you? And what are you doing here?"
Huh? Me? Just hanging around.
You're not gonna kidnap me and try to do any weird experiments on me that may or may not get this video demonetized, are you? So it turns out McLovin was right, and aliens do exist, and they're mad horny for some reason. Kinda weird how both Turbo Gilf and the aliens are trying to do some freaky shit to both of the main characters, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, the aliens get a phone call from McLovin. Turbo Gilf and McLovin are now fused together, and they come out of the phone and then instantly chomp down on some nuts. If you think about it, McLovin just put alien balls in his mouth right now. Let that sink in. The aliens try to stand on business and fight back, but McTurbo Gilflovin rips off one of the aliens' dicks, and then he gets clapped. They hit McLovin so hard that he has a mid-fight flashback, talking about how he never had any friends and he thought that aliens would be there for him and be his buddies instead, but he was wrong. They never came, and then nobody ever loved McLovin or cared for him or even stood up for him until Momo did. Thinking about this makes McLovin really mad, so then he tries to save Momo, but then gets dunked on again. So now Momo has a flashback, and she remembers how her granny literally showed her like how to get superpowers when she was younger. So she like kicks the alien through the UFO and then frees McLovin of the big bad Gilf curse. The Gilf calls Momo a bitch, and she is flabbergasted. She says to pull up to the tunnel if they want to smoke, and McLovin is so freaked out by that he legitimately starts running on the spot like,
"What is my blood doing? My blood is geeked."
The UFO crashes, and then they start talking about what the hell they're gonna do now, because McLovin will turn into Turbo Gilf if Momo doesn't use her powers on him. And on top of that, like, he's literally missing his cock right now. McLovin does not deserve this, man. Alright, leave him alone, bro. They're gonna be putting McLovin up there with the literally me characters soon if anything else bad happens to him. The episode ends off with McLovin revealing his name is the same as the celebrity dude that Momo has a crush on, which is Ken Takakura. So she's like, what? Boom! Dandadan episode 1. But how about this? Boom! Dandadan episode 2 is an episode where not much really happens. So you know what? We're gonna skip to episode 3. Let's go. Alright, episode 3. Yes, I said episode 3 and not episode 3, okay? I'm half Irish, and I can't stop the accent from slipping out every now and then, okay? Get off my dick. Alright, you're on my dick, alright? Some of you were making fun of me before with how I pronounced the number 3. Alright, if you want a real Irish accent, then I'll just let it out, okay? How about this? Episode 3 starts off with Momo's granny on her way back to the house after McLovin turned into Turbo Milf and Momo passed out. And you wouldn't at all believe it, hey? I tell you one thing, hey? McTurbo Milflovin goes to gobble up Momo. They're trying to swallow him. They're trying to swallow up Momo and that. They're trying to swallow him. Oh. For fuck's sake, hey. Sure, they get into a fight anyway, and Grano batters the 10 pounds of shite out of McTurboGilflovin. But then Momo's granny fucks the wood at McTurboGilflovin and whips the nail at him, and then sends her flying so far, she might as well be going to the Giant's Causeway, lad. Come on! And she clatters her to the point where Momo wakes up hearing the commotion. Ah, lad, the commotion. Sure, she walks downstairs to see Grano's big swinging melons, hey. The melons, lad. Look at the melons. I can't do this shit no more.
Niggas call me the panini.
Momo's granny tells her McLovin is dead in the shed. So she runs over there and opens the door and sees my boy just fucking up some rice balls, bro. Because as we saw earlier, McLovin loves to put balls in his mouth, alright? It is not easy. Luckily, McLovin doesn't burn while he's in the shed for some reason. I don't remember why. So they don't have to worry about him getting cooked in his own body right now. So while shit is calm, Granny tells Momo about the backstory of Turbo Milf. Apparently, a lot of years ago, Turbo Milf and some random ass strong ass tunnel spirit fused together and became a super powerful angry gilf demon. And that's why Turbo Milf is so strong. So Granny comes up with a plan to lure Turbo Milf outside of the city, and because she wouldn't be in her own little tunnel area, then she wouldn't be as strong as she is now. Okay, so if they do that, then they can basically clap her and take McLovin's weenie back. But because Turbo Milf is so fast, Granny tells Momo to train to get faster so she can run fast enough to lure Turbo Milf outside of the city without getting killed. She then tells McLovin to do the One Punch Man training routine of 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats 100 times, minus a 10-kilometer run. And then Granny says she'll train both of them in the morning, and then when the morning comes, McLovin has to take a dookie. But remember, Momo has to keep using her powers on him when he isn't in the shed, or he'll turn back into Turbo Milf. So while they figure this out, I just gotta say, the plot in this show is very good. It might be the best anime I've ever seen in my life. I have a boner. McLovin runs to the toilet against Momo and Granny's will, and I know McLovin did not get a single bit of dookie coming out of his butt right here, okay? Because it's already difficult enough to shit when somebody's close by, never mind when somebody's watching you. Earlier in the episode, Momo told Granny how she almost felt invincible when her powers first awakened, but now she says that she feels way weaker. And Granny tells Momo about how her powers must have gotten sealed off for some reason, and she basically needs to unseal them so she can get strong and beat the piss out of Turbo Milf to get McLovin's dick back. But speaking of Turbo Milf,
oh, these are pretty cool bananas.
she pulls up on everybody out of nowhere and tells Momo that she's done playing around and to come to the tunnel tonight or she'll kill everybody. So obviously, not wanting anybody to die, they gear up in the most dripless outfits of all time, and Granny hugs Momo goodbye and says,
What is it? Don't die on me.
It's enough to make a grown man cry.
they hop on the train, and that is the end of the most recent episode. Well, I mean, by the time you're watching this video, episode 4 and 5 will probably be out. But as of right now, for me, that is it, okay? So very quickly, I do also want to say thank you to this anonymous dude who donated €300 to your boy and is apparently donating another 300 bones to the cause. All right, I really fucking appreciate you, bro. Seriously. And if you're wondering what the cause is, it's basically a GoFundMe my boy JP set up for me because my laptop broke a few months ago and I really need to get a new one so I can edit better videos for you guys and also just upload more frequently. So if you guys want to donate to the cause, then the links are in the description and at the end of this video. I also made a Patreon that has hella perks on it, so if you guys want to support that way, that would be crazy. Anything donated is appreciated and helps a ton. All right, I'll shout you out in my videos too if you help out. And yeah, that's basically it. If you guys want more videos like this, then let me know. Thank you for watching, and God bless.